Dozens of laws went into effect yesterday, including one that offers new protections for medical professionals who perform certain medical procedures. Maine now joins at least 17 other states and Washington, D.C. in providing gender-affirming health care and abortions for out-of-state residents. Now, this comes after at least 22 states have enacted near total or full bans on abortion. At least 26 states have banned access to gender-affirming medical care for youth, with some of those states extending that for adults as well. This is the same law several attorneys general in other states threatened to sue over back in March. However, no further action has been taken at this point.